Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be reviewing like the Tournament of Sources tournament set for Dragons Rising of this year. This set does retail at $50, so let's start off with the minifigures. I guess we'll start off with the ones I've displayed up front in the little like battle swivel area. So first up, we have Tox, like her return. I think at least in the sets last time we saw her was in season 4 with her design for Tox, because Tox and the invisible guy, I honestly forgot his name, both came from like a different Lego theme. They just like pulled them, at least design wise, from that. Yeah, I honestly do like this Tox. I would like how the punk type of hair with the jacket. I do think it fits her character, and it just looks cool. To be honest, I think it is nice, a bit of fan service to get a character like this, and her little shuriken thing, like the same hilt from season 5 they used for the deep stone shurikens. Yeah, it's also very cool weapon in my opinion. Really love it a lot. I'm moving on to like the wolf cultist. His update is designed to, I guess, look more like shatter spinny. I do like the red and purple mask. I do like the claws. I do like a lot of these elements. I'm trying to get the perfect angle, at least on the torso and the legs. I do think the printing's really well done. Um, Here's how it looks like. It's basically the same mold, same print as they did earlier in the year for the first wave of the season 2 sets. Yeah, basically just the same look. Nothing's really changed about that. I do really like this accessory they have with the little shatter spin arms. I think that does look cool. Although don't really remember what they were called exactly, but still, I think it looks cool, and I feel like it'd be cool if like a main villain had something like this, hands like that for like the future of the series. Moving on to Sora, a new outfit. I do like the hair, half mask, introducing that, especially since season 4 did also do with half mask. I think also the 5. I mean, actually, never mind. I thought that looked like a 5. I mean, that kind of does resemble a 5, but it's supposed to be a cat in a tail. I just like barely realized it right now recording this. Yeah, I think the outfit looks pretty cool. We do get the printed arm, which also is cool. Hopefully, we keep getting printed arms for just any set she appears in. Yeah, overall solid figure. The base just appears to be like the same standard base printing she does use, so nothing really special regarding that. Moving on to Cinder. Yeah, this is also pretty cool minifigure. I do like the Ash, like the ghost, I guess, mold they use to represent the Ash. It kind of doesn't make sense because he still has legs, but they just like added this. It's like a cool type of detail. I really like the weapon, the dual mold. I mean, it's a very coul, evil, intimidating weapon, especially if I guess Shatter Spin energy or something like that coming through. The shoulder pads, I really like how they use it. I guess this side seems a bit more ashy, and this one seems actually more armory. The printing on this is pretty cool. It's also like, I think, gunmetal gray. I think nice and reflective type. Um, we have his head. I think it's just a standard uh printing like he comes with. Moving on to Kai. I think this is obviously not canon since he's like stuck in the Never realm. I forgot. I think I have it at the top of my head. I just can't get it out. But his sword here, I mean, it's pretty cool. It even has the swords with the short hilt. Man, I remember during like 2019 or like Legacy, they were doing like the hilt was like small, but the sword was just regular length. But now they have, I feel like they should keep it like this, where it's more like a dagger, I would presume. But yeah, man, I've always wanted to have like shoulder pads like these since I never got the Skybound with the two swords like that, and I think it looks really cool. I do really like how that piece looks. I think it's really well executed. I do like, obviously, it's just a standard Kai face we've been like getting since like the movie design change. But yeah, obviously, bandana with the hair mold, and then regular bandana, and then the printing, suits just, I'd say pretty decent, pretty good. really enjoy it, and like taking his head off. Here, yeah, I think that looks cool. That design is very well done. You know, just standard Kai figure. Still a good figure, you know, just nothing to really write home about. Still a cool figure. Moving on, I guess one of the main appeals for the set, Evil J. Being honest, I didn't really think they were gonna, you know, do too much for his character in the show. I know a lot of fans are, I guess, disappointed, but I really wasn't. But yeah, um, it's the basic nunchuck. It's just the nunchucks, but in black, like basically, and then with the little lightning added. But yeah, the basic nunchuck just with lightning added. The shoulder pad is the same as Kai's to put like a gray sword. Um, it's basically just like the regular uh hood piece we've been getting for like season 2, part 1. Actually, no, for the mech. I forgot what they're called, but the mech rider ones. Just like with blue, a dark blue and a black. And then the J face is the one we've been getting for Dragon's Rising. So yeah, it's just that basic J face for Dragon's Rising. I think the suit is very well composed, especially using a darker blue and black, but still retaining that newer yellow they've been using for like J recently. The back, yeah, it's just like the Wolf Gang or the Wolf logo. I think the figure selection is honestly really well done. I really love all the figures that came in this set. I mean, Wolf Warrior is more like just add like an extra enemy, but even then, I still think, I still think it is executed really lovely. And now moving on to, I guess, the main part of the set. Here we have, I guess, like the beginning or entrance, I guess you could say. Basically, put like 2 minifigures up here and then have them battle. Yeah, you just switch them until like one of them loses. And this one's like a lot looser. I think that's on purpose because this one is like a lot tighter to move. So I guess the one on the left is the one that probably wins most of the time. This one's a lot like looser and then can fall faster. So really well built and really nice build. Moving on to the side, it's not too much, just like a little. So these are all like detachable at like a point, I think. Where these gold hilts, yeah, where these gold pieces are, so where they're detachable. But I guess you could technically mix and match them, but obviously the weight on this one is like being the heavier. The weapons on here are pretty good. There's just neat weapons to have, especially it's not too common. Moving on here, like little drums. Little drums have the minifigures, you know, hit them and stuff. And then on the back here, there is like a lever that you can pull. Yeah, right there. And then it'll just like send the drum off. You could do it harder, but there, yeah, you can just like send it flying, I guess. And then the Master Wu statue is like my favorite part of the build, and like very well done and very well executed. The little source dragon, golden one right there, is absolutely amazing. I mean, this build is honestly just my favorite part. I mean, if this was just like a $10 set with obviously like probably some grass or part of the bottom, probably just bought this for the build since it's just so beautiful. Definitely my favorite part. But moving on here on the back, there's actually a little, yeah, right here, this red part, you move it and then the stairs come down. Okay, that just broke so easily, but yeah, the stairs come down and then the minifigure falls. Let's just use Kai right here, and yeah, he just falls. I think this, as a set to display, I think it is pretty good. You just gotta be careful with like the drums, and I guess with the Wu statue, it being honestly kind of heavy. Not heavy, but all this like mass in the center because of like that build, it does make it a bit heavy to pick up. I'd say $50, this is a good set. I mean, the build is just beautiful, especially that Wu statue. I think it's a pretty great set overall. Uh, Definitely cool for play and display. You know, the features like right here, more extra weapons, and then the Wu statue, releases stairs leading up to pull them down and fight, and then these two like move around and fight with the figures. And the figure selection is pretty cool. I mean, Evil J, and then Return of Tox, and the new Cinder that does look good, and then obviously a new version of Sora with her hair. Obviously, not that we haven't gotten her hair, but obviously a newer version. But yeah, this set, my opinion, is honestly a different 9 out of 10. You know, fun play features display, as I said. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, so goodbye.